Good morning. Oh, is it all? I guess it's almost noon. And depending on where you are, it may be noon already. Okay, so yeah, I'm at the front door, but this is not technically Front Door Chronicles. I just kind of had some stuff I wanted to share with you guys, and what better thing to do than Facebook Live? Yay! I had something happen to me yesterday that was, to me, pretty amazing. It may not be amazing to anybody else, but it was pretty amazing to me. About a year ago, a young man decided that he didn't like what, and I don't know if she's going to get mad at me for sharing this, but I'm going to share it anyway. I mean, what's the worst you could do? Stop talking to me? Still going to be a mama. Anyway, so I had a young man attack my daughter about a year ago. He thought it was okay that he didn't like what she had to say, so he thought it was okay to hit her. Never understand why. Never understand how that was ever okay. Anyway, my daughter ended up going to the hospital and a few other things, and it bothered me a whole lot. Well, yesterday on my way home, and it's literally heat index 105 degrees, I see this young man standing on the side of the road. It was one of those moments where God was like, go ahead and stop. And I was like, look at here, Lord, not for him. And God was like, no, go on and pull that car over. I say, look at here. Look. God, this ain't cool. This ain't all right. I can't do this. Anyway, me being me, what did I do but pull the car over to the side of the road? Okay? Pull the car over and I said, it's too hot out here. Come on, get in. Now, I want you to keep in mind, this is a young man who also said that if he should ever see me, he was going to do some things to me. So this is not only did he attack my daughter, but he turned around and he threatened my safety. And here I am pulling my car over on the side of the road because it's too hot for him to be outside. And he said he was trying to get to work, so I went on and I took him to work. And, he said thank you. We didn't really talk much. It just, we needed to know where he was going, and I dropped him off. When he got out of the car, I had this whole conversation with myself. And I'm like, why did I pick him up? I'm almost like, God, why you tell me to do that? And I got to thinking about it because my first thought was, well, you're a good person. You have a good heart. I go, no, that ain't it. That ain't why I picked him up. So then I thought about it, and I'm like, well, when God tells you to do something, you have to be obedient. And I was like, I'm not playing. If I ever make it to heaven, me and God gonna have to have a talk because I need to know why he keep putting me in situations. Anyway, here's what I came to realize, and it took me because I thought about it all night. And I thought about the trauma that he caused to my family. I thought about the trauma he caused to my daughter, and all I could think about was grace. Just grace. I thought about how God has shown me grace in so many ways, so many different ways. And I go, all I did was extend grace to him. Not because he deserved it, but kind of how God is with us. God extends grace to us. Not that we deserve it. Not that we did anything to make it worth it. Not that we did anything to even deserve what he's doing for us. But grace, because he's that good. And I realized that the reason I picked this young man up had nothing to do with me. It had nothing to do with him. It had everything to do with God's good grace. Hi, Heather. And so that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about. That's what my little random video is about. Just showing grace to people. I realize that as I get older, my relationship with myself is rooted in my ability to forgive wrong when people do wrong things to me. I realize that my growth is rooted in being able to look at someone who wasn't necessarily good to me and still love them. And because I'm going to tell you, that's hard. That's hard. You got to keep in mind, I am sitting in a car with a man that my daughter's like 110 pounds. A man who thought it was okay to not only hit her once, but he went back in the house, came back out and hit her again over something she said. And I'm going, and I have this man in my car and I'm taking him to work. What? Jesus. At some point, that's not okay. And then I realized, but it is okay. But it is okay. It is okay, because here's what I know. God showed me grace first before I ever had an opportunity to As a matter of fact, I don't think we'll ever have an opportunity to pay him back for the grace that he's shown us. And I thought about how, you know, as a single mom, the things that I've been able to accomplish, those dreams he put in my heart, and those things that when other people are sitting back going, how is that even possible? God makes it all possible. So for that reason, I can show him grace. Because I wake up every morning and my children are healthy, I'm healthy, my mom is healthy, I can show him grace. Because I know that in 2017, my mama was in hospice care, and now my mom's healthy as a horse. I can show him grace because God showed it to me first. That meant a lot to me, and it was such a humbling experience because everything in me wanted to be angry. Everything in me wanted to drive straight past him, and almost, I'm not gonna lie, I'm human. So you had parts of me that wanted to be like, you hot, I'm not, you know. But I'm going, that's not where we are, and that's not who I am. And not only that, that's not the energy I want to put out into the world. The energy I want to put out into the world has nothing to do with if somebody did something wrong, you hold it against them forever. Now, did he apologize? No. Did he try to make up? Nope. Before he got out of my car, here's what I said to him. I said, I want you to know, because I do, I love his mother, I love his family. I said, I want you to know I picked you up because I love your mama. And I know if something happened to you out here in this heat, your mom will be devastated. Even if you have to find a reason to show grace to somebody, even if you have to dig down real deep to show grace and forgiveness to someone, sometimes you have to do that. Because one way or another, we're all connected. We are all in this thing called life together, and it ain't easy for none of us. And not only is it not easy, honey, forgiveness is the hardest thing you will ever do. Because sometimes that means accepting an apology you never received. Sometimes it means not only accepting an apology you never received, but accepting an apology from somebody who may not feel like they were even wrong. But grace, that's what you have to give people. You have to show them grace. I'm not saying go pick no fool up in your car. Honey, that was my own ignorance. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is that sometimes what it takes to move on in your life, sometimes what it takes to reach your next level is just forgiving people. Forgiving them not because you deserve it, not because they deserve it, I'm sorry. You don't forgive people because they deserve your forgiveness. You forgive people so that you can have some kind of peace. All right, so that is the end. Really quickly before I go, you guys know that FRC Raytown is having their open house today. It is a mommy day. And if you guys, most of you guys know I have a special needs child, so I can't personally be there. I so want to be there. I cannot be there. If you guys are in Raytown today or anywhere near, stop by and show that staff some love. They are wonderful people. They love what they do, and we are so excited to have an opportunity to serve Raytown. So, all right, you guys have a great and fantastic day. That was the end of my video. And I guess it should have been Front Door Chronicles because I am at the front door. All right, y'all have a great and blessed day. Bye.